Come in, friend. Sit down here with me. My name is Theodore, and I am 92 years old, 92. I've outlived most of my friends, watched the world change from radios to smartphones, seen wars end and new ones begin. But when the house is quiet at night and I sit here alone with my thoughts, one thing keeps coming back to me stronger than anything else. It is not the money I made or lost, not the houses or cars. It is the biggest regret of my whole life. I didn't love the people closest to me the way they deserved when they needed it most. I want to tell you this story today, not as a lecture, but as something I wish someone had told me when I was your age. Maybe 30, 40, 50 if you were building a family, chasing dreams, or just trying to figure out what matters. Listen close. This regret changed how I see everything now. Maybe it can help you avoid carrying the same weight I do. I grew up in a small town in Ohio during hard times. My father worked long hours at the factory. My mother kept us fed and clean with whatever we had. They loved us, but love back then often meant providing and protecting, not always saying it out loud. I carried that into my own marriage. In 1954, I married Evelyn, the kindest woman I ever knew. We had 3 children, a boy, a girl, and another boy. They were my world. But I didn't always show it. I took a job in construction. Good money, steady work. I told myself every long day, every weekend job was for them. A better house, college funds, security. I'd come home late, eat cold supper, kiss sleeping heads, and think, they're young, they'll understand someday. Someday never came the way I planned. My oldest, James, was a quiet kid who loved baseball. I'd promised to catch games, but deadlines kept me away. He'd wait at the door with his glove, eyes hopeful, Dad, you coming? I'd say, next one, buddy. He stopped asking after a while. I thought he was just growing up. Years later, he told me he felt like he wasn't important enough. My daughter, Laura, was full of dreams. She wanted to be a teacher. She'd practice lessons on her dolls, ask me to sit and listen. I was always tired, always thinking about the next job. Not now. Honey, she grew into a beautiful woman, but part of her stayed quiet. At her wedding, she hugged me and whispered, I wish you'd listened more when I was little. That broke something in me. The youngest, Daniel, was wild and funny. He'd get into trouble, need guidance. I'd yell instead of talk, work instead of play. I thought toughness built character. What it built was distance. Evelyn held it all together. She never raised her voice about my absences. She'd just say softly, they need their father, Ted. I'd promised change, but promises turned into more years of the same. When the kids left home, college marriages, their own lives, the house felt empty. Evelyn and I sat on the porch a lot. One night she looked at me and said, we did good, but we could have done better with our time. She passed a few years later. Cancer took her quick. In those last months sitting by her bed, holding her hand, I realized I'd spent decades providing for a family I barely knew. After she was gone, the regret hit like a wave. I started reaching out, called James every Sunday, not to fix things, just to listen. Drove to Laura's to help with her kids, sat and heard her stories without interrupting. With Daniel, I apologized for the yelling, the distance. He hugged me and said, Dad, you are here now. That is what counts. Now my house fills up again. Grandkids run through. Great-grandkids too. They climb on my lap, ask for stories my children call just to talk. They say things like, Dad, thanks for showing up these last years. Those words heal more than I can say. If I could go back and whisper to my younger self, I'd say this, love isn't just providing. It is being there in the small moments, the boring days. The hard ones, your kids don't remember the paycheck. They remember if you saw them, heard them, held them. Your spouse doesn't need perfection. They need your presence, your kindness, your full attention. Don't wait for when things calm down. Calm down now. Put work second sometimes. Listen more than you speak. Say, I love you out loud every day. Forgive quickly. Apologize when you are wrong. Be the person your family runs to, not away from. And if you've already missed some time, like I did, don't let guilt win. Reach out today. Say sorry from the heart. Show up. Love can heal years and months if you let it. At 92, I can tell you the truth. The only thing that lasts is the love you give and receive. Everything else fades, money, status things. They don't sit with you at night, but memories of laughter, hugs, quiet talks, they stay forever. You've got years ahead. I didn't value enough back then. Use them, love fiercely. Be present, don't end up like me, looking back wishing you'd loved more. If these old words touched you, Leave a comment. Tell me one thing you'll do this week to show love better. And if you want more from a man who has lived long enough to know what is real, subscribe. I'll be here grateful for every day. Thank you for listening. Now go call someone you love. Tell them, hold them. Don't wait. God bless you.